welcome back or welcome to the channel. If you're new, it's Sahara. So today I am going to be doing a Tiana DIY, a DollarTree Dollhouse Tiana Palace or Place DIY. Like I said in my previous DollarTree Dollhouse video for turning red, I said that anytime I find some ornaments or a figurine, I'm going to be doing it as birthday editions because usually I do the DollarTree Dollhouses for the holidays like Christmas or Halloween. I bought these snips or shears, whatever they're called, from the Dollar Tree. I watched this YouTuber, her name is DIY Karim. She is the DIY queen in my opinion. She does the best DIYs on YouTube, and I think most of hers are original, and I will leave a link down to her channel so you can go watch her videos as well. But she did, like, she kind of cut her Dollar Tree Dollhouse out in a way similar to the way I am cutting mine out and how I'm going to glue it. So that's who I got the idea from. She did a Dollar Tree Dollhouse for Christmas and she cut it out this way and glued it. Basically what I just did while I was rambling was I glued two Dollar Tree Dollhouses together the same style, and then I'm just taking the roof to one of them and taking the front of the windows, cutting them out and gluing them on the sides of the palace or place, whatever you want to call it. And then I'll take the front of the, is that the foyer? And glue that in front on top in the middle of the dollhouse. The top of mine is more of that triangular shape. She did the oval one, but I'm doing this one because it's closer to how Tiana's looked. And now I'm taking these parts that come in the Dollar Tree Dollhouse. I don't exactly know what these were supposed to be for, but I'm going to use these as, are they called window panes? Whatever it's called. But you put it outside your window and you put the grass and stuff in there. But I'm going to be putting moss in mine. I'm going to be using this Color Shot paint in the shade Skinny Dip. It is the satin one. This is my first time using this spray paint. It's about like $5 at Walmart. And it's pretty good, but it needs a lot of layers. It's supposed to be paint plus primer. So I didn't sand the dollhouse like I usually do. Like I always say, with these acrylic paints, you would have to sand it or it would just start separating. But I think I still needed to sand it even though it's supposed to have paint plus primer. So I don't know if it's the spray itself because it's cheap, $5, or if it's this color or whatever. I'm going to try another one of these colors, maybe a deeper one, and see if it's the paint or the color. Now I'm going to be mixing in together the Apple Barrel matte paints in the shade Chestnut, Chocolate Bar, and Flamingo Red, which is a deeper red tone. Tiana's Palace, you can only really see it at night. That's the way it just looks lit up at night. So I'm just going to be referencing the photo that I have for it. And it looked like that chocolatey red tone brown. So that's how I'm going to be painting the majority of the place so far. Going in with the Apple Barrel matte paint in the shade Territorial Beige. You know, this is my favorite paint. I actually just bought a new one because I'm running low on this one. I only had a little bit left, and before I had a little bit less than I have now. It seems like now all of a sudden I have more. But I'm just going to be painting those window things that I am going to be applying the moss inside. This one color. I let that sit overnight because it was just a little too wet to keep painting. And while I was off camera, I went ahead and painted the center pieces Territorial Beige as well. And then those green parts where it looks like a lily pad, I used the Apple Barrel matte paint in the shade Kelly Green just to paint those in. And I will zoom in closer towards the end so you'll be able to see that what I mean when I say it looks like a lily pad. Now I'm going to be using a combination of the Apple Barrel gloss paint in the shade Beach Cumber Beige and the matte paint in the shade Khaki. And those sides, I'm going to be painting those two mix of the colors. On the side of the place, it looked like maybe concrete. It's more of like a gray tone, but I didn't think, well, again, it's dark, so I can't really tell which color it is. But I did not think like a gray would go good, so that's why I mixed these two light tan beige shades together. I also decided to paint the windows that color, those two colors as well, just to keep it cohesive. And I tried to paint around those green lilies. I bought this folk art, I was going to say folklore, this folk art paint from Michaels, and it's a neon yellow. It's supposed to glow in the dark, but I thought that it meant that, you know, it was either going to glow in the dark or you shine the black light flashlight on it and it'll still glow, because I do have like a paint that I bought the black light flashlight for, and it still glows after the paint goes away. But this right here, you need to keep the blacklight flashlight continuously shining on this paint at night to get it to glow. This was such a waste of money, and I think it was about like $2 or $3 for this paint. I would have kept it out at the store if I knew that it was gonna be good for nothing. Neon glow in the dark product should always be able to either glow in the dark, or after you shine the light on it, it still has a lasting glow, not one and done, and see nothing after it gets dark. So this is the paint that I was talking about that I have. It's a face paint. I got it from Walmart a couple of years ago. It's cream makeup. I'm just going to tap some of that on top of those dots. I wanted to see, could this product glow on top of that? With the neon cream makeup, you have to let it sit on for a little while, the black light, and then you can see that it still has a little bit of glow to it. It's a shame. For the inside of the place, I bought this wall deco or decal, I don't know how you pronounce that, from the Dollar Tree. This just sticks on your wall like a backsplash. And I decided that I was going to use this for the floor because I really didn't know what to do with the floor. Now, I do regret getting this color because I definitely think the brown tone that I seen would have been better, but I don't know. It's just the design. I thought that it would be more fitting. The glue on the back is pretty good where you don't need to glue it down. And this was $1.25, by the way, for just that one sheet. I went ahead and did it for all 3 layers. Now I'm going to take the Apple Barrel matte paint in the shade Country Gray and paint the areas that did not get the sticker sheet. And I'm just going to be painting the rest of that so the beige is not showing on the floor part. So in the inside and on the around the edges on the front. Moving on to the base of the house, this is what I use to put all of my Dollar Tree dollhouses on. I get mine from the Dollar Tree, and yes, I do have paint on my hands. It's not ash, it is paint from when I spray paint it, and I can't seem to get it off, so I'm going to have to scrub my hands after I finish. I took this walkway that I got from the Dollar Tree's Christmas section, and I just cut a little strip off, and this is what I'm going to be gluing down as the walkway. Then moving on to the rest of the wood, I am going to be painting it using a couple of shades so that it kind of goes a little bit closer to this gray tone without looking gray. Usually on the wood, I focus on using the shade Territorial Beige, but I use Territorial Beige, Khaki, Beachcomber Beige, and Country Gray to give me the best tone that would go nice next to the walkway. I definitely think I could have used a little bit more gray, but it's fine. I actually could have probably just put down the whole walkway. So I got these images off Google. One is of Tiana and Naveen. Tiana holding all of the food and it says almost there. And then these 2 small ones are of Tiana's menu where it says Tiana's place. And then the other one is just Tiana's place. So what I did was I made them small enough to make them part of her menu. And I typed in menu at the top. And I heard that Disney has Tiana's menu at her in the restaurant when they serve the food like hers. The best thing that you can do when printing off pictures like this, put them into Microsoft Word and up the contrast and the saturation to make them look like excellent quality. That's what I did, and I definitely think these look better than they would have if I had not done that. I bought this pack of gorgeous stickers from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be using 2 of them today, but one of them for now is going to be a picture frame for Tiana and Naveen. I'm going to Mod Podge glue one of the picture to one of these, and it's going to be that top one on the top left. I thought that that was the best fit. For this next part, I'm going to be taking this file. This is just, I think they come 8 in a pack at the Dollar Tree. This is what's going to help me be able to have the menu standing up because of the way this file folds. I'm glad I bought one of these because that would have been the best thing that I can use. And I'm just going to glue it to each side and cut it out. And then I'm going to paint the inside white. And I'll do that off camera to make sure I can see it even. For now, what I'm going to be doing is, like I said, I was going to be using 2 of those stickers. I'm going to put this one that looks green in the front where the window would be at. I just think it looks best to cover that up. And then I decided to cut out Princess Tiana and Prince Naveen with the sticker sheet still stuck to the back of it. I was thinking of peeling it off, and I was like, why would I just peel it off when it would stick to anything? So I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to cut it out with the plastic still stuck to the back. I know my table is looking like a mess right now, but I wanted to get everything out so I didn't forget. So I found this necklace on Shein site, and this necklace, I forgot the name of the person that's on it, but it looks like a queen. Like, it looks like that statue David, but in a queen form, so I don't know her name. Glue it to the door in the front, and then I'll paint over it green so it matches the rest of the green. Moving on to the inside, I cut out Tiana, and I did such a perfect job. I swear I've never cut anything out so perfect. I'm like, finally something works out good for me. But I'm going to be gluing Tiana to the door. I thought that that would be the best spot for her right there in the middle. I did buy the piano and these two little kids to go inside the place, but they are just way too big. Even the kids have some big heads. Nothing is fitting in there, so I'm going to use that for another DIY. I don't know which one, but it is what it is. I do have these two chairs and this table. It's like a lily pad looking theme, and I thought it was perfect because, you know, Princess and the Frog, you know, it's just fitting. It's the vibes for me. I just felt like all of these things needed to go in there. Even if the piano and the two big heads didn't go in there, this stuff needed to, because it was just like part of the Princess and the Frog movie, especially that rice cooker where Tiana first cooked her gumbo, and then you know, when her mom gifted that to her when she first bought Tiana's place. For the top section, which is like the attic, I bought this gibbet for Tiana on Etsy. And listen, let me tell you guys something. I don't know what's going on, but Tiana, I feel so bad for her. No one cares to really do the Princess and the Frog gibbets. It was so hard for me to find gibbets. The only ones that I could find are of Tiana herself. Like, Tiana, I just feel like she's just one of the most disrespected princesses out there. And then the Princess and the Frog is such a good and underrated movie. And even I was disgusted because let me vent right quick. I went to Five Below. I'll insert a picture. I seen this shirt. It had Mulan, Moana, Jasmine, all three of them on the front, and it said girl power. And I'm like, how are you gonna have all the princesses of color up there but not Tiana, and then say girl power? Like, you can't have girl power without Miss Tiana. Like, who do we think we are?
I mean, Tiana turned into a frog, for goodness sake, and was willing to accept her fate. And don't even get me started on Dr. Facilier being the best villain and ain't getting no play either.
And then I also came across this Disney book that said 5-minute girl power stories, and you can see on the back of it, why is Tiana the only one dressed that way? Like, she's not in her princess gown, but everybody else is in, you know, their attire. Like I said, I just feel like she's the most disrespected princess. We all know why, but still. Anyway, let's just get back to this video. Let me stop venting right quick. On the top left corner, I just glued the plant there. I also glued Tiana next to the plant, and the plant goes from like a green to a yellow, which I think looks pretty next to all of these green and yellow tones. So I took this piece that's from a DollarTree Dollhouse. I painted it green, and I'm going to be hot gluing this metal frog that I got from Shein. And also, by the way, I got that plant from Shein as well. And then you can see that I hot glued Tiana and Naveen to the top. I put twine on the back of it so that it can hang easier. And then that purple couch that you guys see, and I actually painted it a couple of different colors. It fit perfect back there, but I feel like it would look cluttered if it would have been back there anyway, so that's why I took it away. I bought 4 of these light posts. Well, 4 comes in a pack. I'm supposed to have 4, 2 on each side by the windows, but these are way too big. That's the one thing about these miniatures, is you don't know what's going to be too big and you don't know what's going to be too small. So that plan did not pan out. I bought these statues from Shein. These are so cute. So I'm going to be gluing these on the front of them. And I didn't know how they were gonna look, because they're like stark white and everything else is kind of like, you know, tan, beige, brown, green. Wasn't really vibing with it at first, so I was trying different things to figure out. I just left it alone for now, and I'll go back to it. So now I'm going to start hot gluing the green moss that I get from the Dollar Tree. This is reindeer moss, and I'll just put glue inside those little things that I glued onto the house. or palace place. And then I'll glue the green moss inside. Then I'll trim some off so it doesn't look overgrown and one step away from Jumanji. I'm gonna go ahead and glue Tiana to the walkway, and then I'm gonna glue the palace to the wood. And instead of gluing it from the bottom, I had to glue to the wood first, and then put it towards the back because I needed some room since the statues are so big. And then the parts from the light post, I just took the parts that I broke off and glue them to the bottom of the place so it's not leaning, and then I'll glue those the same color as the palace. I mean paint them, not glue them. And this is just the part where I was trying to figure out what I wanted to glue up there. I was struggling. I was like, should it be the plant? Should it be the kids? Should it be the statues, crowns? And I do have this pack of mini crowns that I bought from Shein, and I'm just going to glue them on top of the statues. And then those poles that I broke off, I'm going to glue that on top of the house, because on top of Tiana's place there was something. Did I say the house, the place, the palace? Oh, one of them P's, the PPP. And I'm just going to be gluing that to the top, and then I'm also going to be painting it the same color and putting the crowns at the top of it. So there were words on the front of it, but I could not find any store that had like mini letters. So I got these felt stickers from the Dollar Tree 100 pack, and I just placed them on the front of it at the top, Tiana's and place. They were supposed to be green, but the white is fitting now. That is it. Just gonna take you guys around through everything, just a little tour of it since we finally finished. And now you can kind of see where those parts look like lily pads, where I painted them green on the front and the side by the windows and the doors. Like I said, the stove does open up, so you can put like a mini cake or something in there if it fits, since nothing's fitting these days. And you can open it up and pretend it was baking. I also put some LED lights in there that I get from the Dollar Tree, like I always put in my Dollar Tree Dollhouses. So that's the strings that you guys see. And doesn't it look fabulous lit up at night? Now the stove and stuff is blocking, so when you turn it to the front, it doesn't shine through as bright the way my other dollhouses that I have done. But I do have these spotlights that I bought from Walmart for Christmas. And you can, of course, use these spotlights anytime. They're not dedicated to Christmas, but they just come out around Christmas. They're $5. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.